10 years ago. Autumn sun sifts through the trees as you follow your best friend deep into the woods. Jane, where are we going? Your mom's gonna kill us if she finds out we went this far by ourselves. Jane leads you to the edge of a clearing, pointing to a crumbling stone building on the other side. Whoa, what is this place? Jane scoops up a pebble and tosses it at the house. It sails straight over the threshold, then stops in mid-air. No way! The pebble hangs in the air for a moment, then drops straight down. That is awesome. Let me try. You pick up your own pebble and chuck it into the doorway. It hits the same invisible barrier, dropping to the ground. Cool. I wonder what's inside. How come? It's not like anyone lives here anymore. Look, there's holes in the roof. You look at Jane, who stands with her hands balled tight into fists, her lower lip trembling. Hey, you got your birthday present with you. Sniffling, Jane nods, reaching under her collar to pull out an old whistle hanging from a necklace chain. Good. Remember what I said when I gave it to you? Jane raises the whistle to her lips. She blows a high trill that rises and falls as it echoes through the clearing. You're my best friend, Jane. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. Glancing back at the ruins, you can almost hear the stones calling, reaching for you, your feet shuffling in place, itching to close the distance. But if you're too scared, we can just go home. Promise, I'll even go first. Heart thrumming in your chest, you walk straight up to the doorway, reaching out to feel the space inside. It feels tingly. As you step onto the threshold, the tingling spreads over your whole body, then suddenly stops. Smiling, you continue into the dark room beyond. Darkness surrounds you like fog, almost thick enough to touch. You shiver, suddenly certain that something is in there with you, watching you. Hello? Your words echo strangely in the hollow space, and the voice that returns is not entirely your own. Hello? Is someone there? What's your name? Name! The leaves at your feet blow aside, revealing a patch of smooth grey stone, and as you watch, Redfield? Sounds old. Hee hee, like a snooty old butler. Nice to meet you, Mr. Red. I'm Candice. Candice? Your eyes slowly adjust to the dark room. Squinting, you see what looks like stairs in the far corner, disappearing into a jagged hole in the floor. Hang on a sec. I think there's something. Wind suddenly howls up through the hole in the floor, knocking you off your feet. The wind reverses direction, dragging you toward the abyss. You dig your fingers into a crack in the floor, just barely resisting. Jane, run! Through the door, you see Jane turn and try to run, but the wind howls after her, snatching her up before she makes it 3 steps. Jane slides past you, scrambling for purchase on the uneven floor. Jane! Jane's necklace chain breaks with a sharp snap, and the whistle vanishes down the hole in the floor. Jane starts to cry, and suddenly your fear ignites into anger. Furious, you scream into the howling darkness. Stop it, Mr. Red! Stop it right now, or else! Or else my friends are gonna come and burn your stupid house down. And just like that, the wind dies and the house falls still. Cautiously, you push yourself up. Jane sobs quietly a few feet away, still clinging tightly to the floor. Jane, come on, let's get out of here. I know, but we've got to go before it changes its mind and takes us too. Nodding, Jane lets you pull her up, and the two of you sprint out the front door. At the edge of the clearing, you can't resist looking back one more time. The ruins sit still and quiet, showing no signs of life. Come in. You turn away, hurrying after Jane. Behind you, a soft whistle rises and falls as it echoes through the clearing.